Welcome to the course for PowerShell scripting and automation for SQL Server database administration. So in this session, we are going to learn how we can automate using the PowerShell for SQL Server DBA task. And today my requirement is like I have to figure out like in the hundreds of VM where are the SQL Server instance is running in the host. So what I want to say, like this is my local computer, and in this if I will check like how many instances running, you will able to see the instance is running like 1 2 3 4. So now I have the 4 instance which is installed in this computer. For the single server, it's very easy, but if you have hundreds of computer and you want a report like in the each host which are the SQL Server instance, and all name has to be come in this format like your host name slash your server name. And if you have the any default instance, it should be your host name. So how we can automate this? Let's start and see how we can do using PowerShell. Very easy. And this video session is not the only one part. You can see um, we are going to add multiple of things into the single script, right? So just start from the basics and then we will see what we can do here. So for doing this, what I'm trying to do, I will copy one by one each line. So first I will go and I will just copy this line, what this line is going to give me. If I'm going to execute this, of course, there is a one bracket, I have to remove it. If I'm going to execute this, so this is going to give me the result. Okay, first I will delete this and then I'm going to execute. It is going to give me the all SQL server which is installed in my SQL, in my local host. It is giving the only instance name, right? So what what should be my result? My result should be if anybody is talking, give the SQL Server instance name. How you are giving? You are giving as a host name slash and then instance name. So this is for the local computer is fine, but if I have to run this line for the remote computer, how to do this? That is the one thing. If we are able to run this command into the multiple of computer from the single host, means I am there in this host, and from this host I can run this command for the multiple of computer, then I will get the result easily, right? I have the computer, I'm running from computer A and I have B, C, D. So this same line is going to be executed for B, C, D. And if I'm getting the result, then it's easy for us, right? So just we will think and we will try to do how we can run this PowerShell for the multiple of computer. That is the one thing. Second part, what we have to do, once we are getting this, right, instance name, what we have to do, we have to make this format, right? This format means which host which host this command is running, that host, and then it has to be display backslash and this name, right? Because I have the 4 instance, so it should be this, this, and this. Default instance, it should not have the host name. It's having the only your host name, right? It should not, because this is the default instance. Named instance having the host name and then slash your instance name. So what we can do for the single computer, it's very easy. You can go, you can manually do it. But if you have for the hundreds of computer, if you have to, then it is little bit tough and it is time consuming. So what we are going to do, we are just passing the each and every parameter using configuration file. Here I am talking about configuration file, but I'm passing as a text file here. So what is this? This is nothing but I'm declaring a variable and I'm writing the get content. What is the get content? Get content is going to read the file which in this location. So if I will go to this location, just I will close this. There is a lot of okay, this is the server list. If I will go and if I will double click, you will be able to see here there is the host name I have written. Of course, I have written only one host name because um, I don't have multiple of domain connected to this computer. I am doing in my locally. So only one host. Later we can see how we can do for the all computer. So if I'm go and if I will execute this, what will be going to be happen? this result is going to be saved into this variable. So if I'm going to execute this, you will able to get this result, means whatever value it is going to be saved, you will able to read. So get content is used for reading the file, notepad, whatever you have. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm using the for each loop. So what is this for each loop? How to work for each loop? I'm going to explain you. For each loop, what you have to do, you have to write for each and you have to give the bracket. And inside bracket, you have to write like this value, right? It is saved only one value, but if you want, you can say multiple of value. And what will happen, one by one, it is going to be come into this variable. After that, you have to write the bracket and you have to close the bracket. And between that, whatever you want, what is happen. Wait, I have to remove this, right? So this is the format for each, right? It will take the value, it will store into this variable, right? Now I have only one, so only one it is going to be displayed. If you have, if now what I'm going to do for your exam, for this example, just I will paste it here, and if I'm going to execute, it is going to display me the only one. If I will go here and if I'm going to add few more things, A, B, A, D, something like that, right? So what will be going to happen now? I have the three value. If I'm going to execute this, so it is going to be display the first result, then it will display the second. This is the basically what it is doing. It is taking the value, all value which is saved here in this variable. It is saved the three value. It is passing one by one. So first it is pass desktop this value, and it is entered into this loop and it is just printed this value. Then again it will go for the second one. It will take, it will save here, it is printed and it is going to display. So like that for each loop will work. If you want to know in more detail for this, so you go and please visit my Udemy course, Udemy channel, and there you will be able to see into the more detail. There I have already explained for each loop and what are the loop is available in PowerShell and how we can use this. So this is not time to discuss this loop, just very brief I have given. So now what I'm doing, I'm taking one variable and I'm just copying this lining. What this line will be, this is the one variable, so whatever result will be here, for this it is going to saved into this, right? So what I'm doing, I'm writing invoke command and I'm writing hyper computer name, I'm writing the dollar server, and then I'm writing script block, because beginning only I have explained you, I have to run this line into the multiple of computer. So if you want to run for the multiple of computer, means what value you are going to pass, right? Dollar as the server name, means this line is going to be executed in that computer. Like if I have this server name, right? So what will be happen? It will be first, it will be come here, and then in the invoke SQL CMD and hyphen computer name, means that value of the computer, either it is A, so it will be going to be execute this into the A. Next time it will take the B and it is going to execute into the B. So like that. Now I have just given here, I have to remove this because A and D is not the host name. So I will try with only one. Okay. So it is going to be save the value on this. So next, what I'm going to do, right? Next, if I'm going to execute only this command, right? So what is the result I'm going to get, right? I have not printed this, so that's why result is not coming. If I'm going to execute this, so you will able to see this, it is giving the same result, whatever the result I have get. So what happened if you are not passing this, that time directly I have ran this line, right? So the meaning of this means if you are not passing hyphen computer name, your command is going to be executed locally, local computer. And if you are passing hyphen computer name and you are passing the host name, so that command is going to be executed in the remote computer. So here's, so now I have get this result, right? What I have to do next, I have to add my host name backslash and the instance name. So how we can do this, right? So now in this value you have seen we have the for instance name, it is added here, right? So next what I'm going to do, I'm going to again write something called for each loop again, because we have to rotate it again. So now in this it's having the for value, like I have to take the one by one each and we have to add the host name and then instance name. So what I'm going to do, this instance name, it came here, right? It is going to be pass first one SQL 2012 here, and then again what I'm doing, I'm writing one logic, if and else logic. Why I'm developing? Because if you have MS SQL, if the name is coming like this, right? So it means it is a default instance. So default instance having the host names, let's back name instance name. But if it is coming with the MS SQL, the meaning of this means you have the default instance. And if you want to connect with the default instance, you need only the host name. So that's why I have written the logic like the value, if it is not like MS SQL, right? Then what did you have to do? You have to take the host name because you have already passing the host name, right? Host name, that host name, and that host name I am adding with the backslash, and then I'm adding this value, right? Which is going to be passed from here. Means it's having the all four value. Like example, it is just taken the SQL 2012. SQL 2012 is passed here. It is matched with whether this is matched with MS SQL. No, it is not matched. So it will go inside this. I have taken one variable. In this variable, what I'm doing, I'm just typing host name, and then I am adding the backslash. After that, I'm adding this name, instance name, like SQL Server 2012. Just we want to display this, and if it is like MS SQL, what it has to print, it has to print $SQL, and people will write like write host also, write hyphen host, and then you can give dollar, then also it is going to print the same value. If I'm going to execute this, so now you can see I have got this result, right? This is just for one server. But if we want to do for the multiple of server, what we can do, I don't have multiple of domains, so I cannot create this. So what I'm doing, I'm writing two times the value. Means two times same result is going to be display. Means total 4 means total 8 result if it is going to display. Meaning of this means it is working it, right? If I'm executing now you can see the result is coming 8 times because 2 times same host I have written. So using this way, you will able to just automate this very simple line, just a few lines, and you will get the output. But here one more thing is there, right? But I have to take this result into this notepad. So one thing I can do, I can directly copy and paste into the notepad. That also you can do. But if you want to automate this, then what we have to do? Yes, we'll go. Just I will go here, and where is my video name? Sorry, where it is all. Okay, sorry, it is here. Okay, so I'm going with this line. What we have to do? We have to take this result and append the value. That's it. I don't want to write it here, so that's why just I'm doing the copy paste. So I will just the value which one you are displaying, I'm taking this result and I'm just write out file. Out file means what value it is came here, it is go right into this file. And I'm writing the append because if you are not writing the append, so the result is coming one by one. So first is taken for first value, so it will write into this in this notepad file. If you're not writing append, so what will be happen, it will be do the overwrite, so you will get the only last line if you're not writing append. Once it will come, if it is getting the MS SQL default instance, it will come here, same value. What I will do, I will just copy this and I will paste here. Okay, and now I am going, here is my result, right? I will delete this file and I'm going to execute this. So once I have executed, and if I'll go to the result, you will see it is a result is coming two times because two times I have given the value here, right? So that's why it is displayed two times. But again, there is one problem in this. What is this problem? Means it is doing the append the file, right? So if I will go here, if you are going to delete this value and running this script, then you are getting the correct result, right? But if you have already file is present into this location and you are running this script, what will happen? The same file is going to be appended. So result is going to be displayed multiple of times. So same value is going to be appended. So what we have to do in the next video session, we are going to learn what we are going to learn. Whenever it will go to write into this code, what it has to do, it has to clear this file, then it has to write the all value in this. How to do this? Please watch my next video. There I am going to explain you how we can do. Thanks for watching my this video. And guys, if you want to build your career as a SQL server doing the automation, or you want to become the PowerShell developer for the SQL server, right? If you are working as a SQL DBA, so please go and visit my course on Udemy. That name is PowerShell for SQL Server DBA, and there I have given a lot of uh, more than 200 script I have added here, so you can go, you can watch this, and you can enjoy. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell icon so you will get notified. Please watch my next video in the next part. Thank you for watching this.